tomorrow I'll show you a patient 6 months after a MIAA procedure, which stands for minimally invasive Alston Aiken procedure. Very good procedure, has a very tight construct, approaches the same results we see with screw fixation without the issues of possible having to remove a screw later. So these K-wires stay in for 4 weeks, and then we remove them also. We do look at x-rays to see exactly when to remove things. So let's look at her foot now. We're now at 6 months. We'll show you the pre-op picture of her foot as well, of course. Now, her toe has complete purchase of the ground. Push your toe towards the ground for people. So purchase is good. Range of motion is good, so we'll test that as well. Sit up here for us. So we'll look at her range of motion. Range of motion is very important. Some of the minimally invasive procedures cause issues with range of motion. So we're going to look at the dorsal range of motion. So our dorsal range of motion is all the way up to about 51, 52. Plantar range of motion up to about 25. So that's way over that's right at our 75 mark we're looking at. We want range of motion to be at least 70 after the surgery and before, and that allows for a functional good joint in that way. So I'll show you the x-rays too. We've got very little shortening. The good thing we got with this at 6 months, we have complete consolidation of both osteotomies. In some of the other minimally invasive surgeries, you don't get complete consolidation at 6 months. Matter of fact, her foot was completely consolidated with the bones at 6 weeks. So the way we're doing the MIAA procedure, with the way we're fixating it with the percutaneous K-wires, is approaching the same level radiographically that we are seeing with the screw fixation. So it's getting real close. It's not quite as good. The problem with screw fixation, if you have to take those out, it requires another surgery. You don't have to do that with the K-wires. So we're going to ask her, before your surgery, on a scale to 0 to 10, what was your pain every day?
Well, the pain was in my fourth toe because it was being compromised because of the bunion and the fact that the foot was moving. So within the last 2 months before surgery, it was pretty intense.
So we say from 0 to 10, what do you think it'd be?
Probably a constant 8.
Constant 8, okay. So we would say that's probably at least an 8, a constant 8, ache all the time. What is your pain now, 0 to 1?
0.
So 0 now. So at 6 months with 0. I want to ask you one more thing. Can you do what you want to? Can you exercise? Can you do the things?
I'm playing golf. I'm walking. I'm doing all the things that I was doing before the surgery.
So that's what we're kind of wanting to do. We would love to see this by 3 months, but sometimes it does take a little longer. The K-wires are not quite as compressive in their fixation as the screws are, but the VAS scores are very similar after 6 weeks. And also, the fixation for this only requires a 3-week fixation. 4-week fixation. With the series procedure, that requires 6 weeks of fixation because that doesn't cross the bone and doesn't cross the osteotomy the way we fixate the series. So this procedure has some good advantages to it. We're actually comparing those 2 types of procedures to see which one's the best. I won't give you the details yet, that'll be in the publication, but basically the MIAA gives a good construct with the way we fixate. It can be done cheap, it can be done in the office. Did we do yours in the office?
We did it in the office.
So we did hers in the office. So you can do this in the office and get a great result. We'll show you the pre-op pictures and pre-op x-rays and post-op x-rays and all that at the end of the video here. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Dr. It's good.